Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're going to be testing out the new Lethal is Dead palette by Lethal Cosmetics and Teresa's Dead. So if you followed me for a while, you know I absolutely adore Teresa's Dead. She is one of my favorite creators. So whenever she talked about releasing a collab, I was on the ball to pick it up. So in this collab, there was this palette, which is a 9-pan color story. On the mirror right here, it says don't look behind you because she loves horror movies just like I do. So this is the color story. I think it is super duper pretty, which retails for $37. It is vegan and cruelty free, has a 24-month shelf life, and is in recyclable packaging. Now, Lethal is a German indie brand, so I ordered this directly from Lethal, and I paid for the $15.99 FedEx shipping. So I actually ordered it on Saturday morning, and I think I got it here either Saturday morning or not Saturday morning, Monday morning or Tuesday morning. It came super duper fast. There were also 3 eyeliners in this collection, but I have eyeliners in those colors from Melt, so I skipped those. And the eyeliners retail for $15 each. So I figured we'd do a couple of looks with it and we'll go over my thoughts. Now, Lethal is also sold at Camera Ready Beauty, which is a US store, but I picked mine up from Lethal. So let's start off by using some e.l.f. eye tapes. Now, I did go ahead and prime my eyes. I guess I should swatch this first though. That's what we'll do. It's been a long, it's not even a long day. I don't even know. Like, lately, too much going on and not enough hours in the day. So, the first color in here is Straight to VHS. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a very pretty canary yellow, but it has like a blue undertone. Now, it is a little chunky. So, this is probably one of those shades I would recommend doing with glitter glue. So you can kind of see what I'm saying. It's kind of moving all around when I'm trying to swatch it. You can take and kind of pack it on there. So that's why I think that using glitter glue would be the best option with that. But there is like a little bit of a blue hint to it. So that's exciting. Then we have the shade The Final Girl, which is a mauve pink. So you can kind of see. Oh, that's pretty. I like that the colors are a little bit more vibrant. Then we have the shade Spellbound, which is a lavender. Then we have Watery Grave, which is to me like a Columbia blue. There we go. Then we have Body Snatched, which is, I'm trying to think of what color would that be called? Like a probably a springy green. Then we have Ancient Evil, which is a, oh, that's pretty, a peach shimmer. Predator, which is a stone blue. So as you can see, these swatches are requiring some building, just in case you're wondering, but I don't mind a buildable shadow. Then we have Creature Feature. I love this color. It's like a dirty teal is the best way for me to describe it. So there's that. And then last but not least is Vengeful Spirit. So Vengeful Spirit is like a dirty burgundy. There we go. So this is the color story. Now, as you can see, the shimmers are quite a bit chunky. Lethal has amazing mattes. The shimmers are not my favorite in my opinion, but that's again because of the way I like to do my makeup. Now, I have primed my eyes with the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer in Light because that's what we do every single time. So I think we're going to do a bluey kind of, yeah, we're gonna do a bluey look, bluey purpley kind of look. So I think I'm gonna go in first. This is a Zoeva 227 Luxe Soft Define brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Watery Grave. So that's what it looks like on the brush. So you can see that looks pretty. So it's almost a pastel, but it really isn't taking work to put it on the eye, which is always something I like. I love to play in makeup, but y'all know, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a business owner. I've got 20 million things to do every single day. I want to play in makeup, but I don't want to spend 10 hours on an eye look. I mean, some people have time for that, but definitely not me. I mean, some days I'll take longer, but I mean, for the most part, that's really pretty though. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab, this is a BK Beauty 201, and I'm gonna go into the shade Final Girl, which is that pink shade. There we go. Oh, that's pretty too. Okay. And see how well those two are blending together? So you're getting like that dirty lavender in there. So I really like that. But yeah, I mean, these are applying really nicely. And if you've never used Lethal Shadows, again, there is quite a bit of kick up in the pan, but like, I don't mind kick up. I feel like that's one of the things that definitely helps shadows blend. I feel like if they're too hard pressed in there, they don't like to blend, and they take so much more work putting them on the eyes. So we really like this. Really, really like this. Okay, I'm gonna go back into Watery Grave just to make sure everything blends well. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so now I need something little. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, this is a Sigma E33, which is a detailed blending brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Predator, which is like that stone blue, and we're going to apply that in our crease in the front portion of our eye. Okay, that's layering pretty. There we go. I do wish that this was a little bit grungier almost, you know what I mean? Like, the green that's in here is a grungier green, and so is the teal, but I feel like this could use, at least in my opinion, a little bit more grunge. Okay, I'm gonna go back over the edge with the Zoeva brush. Looks really pretty though. Okay. I do like how these perform. These perform beautifully. Okay, now let's find another little brush so we can do the same thing on the back. This isn't the littlest brush, but this is a IT brush. This is a airbrush shadow. I hate whenever they put white writing on silver ferrules or handles, because they just, yeah. So now we're gonna go into the shade Vengeful Spirit, which is that dirty burgundy. And we're going to apply that to the outer half of our eye. And I might leave this look kind of all matte. I never do an all matte look, but I'm kind of digging this. What do y'all think? And I don't know why I don't ever do all matte looks. I mean, they don't look bad on the eyes. It's just my personal preference is to always have something sparkly. And today I don't feel like I need that. That looks really pretty though, don't you think? This is definitely a different kind of look for me. But as I said, they are performing beautifully, which is more of a, that's more of a concern that I worry about than anything else. But see, I'm bringing that dirty burgundy almost all the way in. I really like how this looks. Okay, Gonna go back in with the shade The Final Girl, which is that pink, and gonna blend it up on the outside of the eye. Make sure it's all blended in. Then I'm gonna take the shade Predator one more time, and this is the E33, the diffuse crease brush from Sigma. Blend that, and I do have that somewhat on the front portion of the eyelid. I don't have it all over the eyelid, but I have it somewhat in the front portion. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the shade Watery Grave one more time. Make sure that's all blended together. Okay, I really like how this looks. Something different for me. Okay, so this is the tops of the eyes done. I'm gonna go off camera, do the rest of my face. We'll come back and do the lower lash line. So I'm back and I have the rest of my face on. I used my Makeup by Mario stuff. So I used my medium dark bronzer, my Wild Berry blush, and my honey highlight. I really like this look. And then I used the Teaspoon BFF Gel Cream Eyeliner from ColourPop, oh no, sorry, Prance. And then on my lips, I have the Divine Rose Lust Gloss. Doesn't that look really pretty? Like, I am loving everything about this so far. And I'm kind of glad I didn't do like a super shimmery look like I always do, I guess. So I'm gonna take, I need a dense brush. So I need a little dense brush. This is the brush from the Moon Dust brush from Urban Decay. So I'm going into the shade Predator, which is that darker blue, and we're going to apply that all under our under eye. There we go. You know, my thoughts at first were, I liked the look, but I wasn't 100% sure. But now I'm like, ooh, that's really pretty. It works out beautifully. This is the same brush that had Watery Grave on it that I used on the upper eye. And I'm just using that to blend everything out. Really pretty. Now, let's do something in the inner corner, because that I do want shiny. I want something shimmery and shiny and splendid. I'm gonna start singing Disney songs. So we're gonna go into that shade Spellbound, which is that lavender. Oh yeah. See how pretty? Okay. And it gives just enough, see what I mean? In that inner corner without being too much. Okay. Grab my powder brush. So, this is the completed first look. What do you think? I think it's gorgeous. So, we'll come back tomorrow and do another look. So, I'm back to do another look with the Lethal is Dead palette. So, I think we're gonna start off with today. What do we wanna do? Okay, I'm gonna grab this. This is a clean, fluffy brush, and this is an LBE1 from Lunar Beauty. So we're gonna go in first to that green, which is called Body Snatched. And we're going to apply that all in our crease. That's really pretty. So I like it much, much better on the eye, I think. Oh yeah, that's a pretty color. Than I did just kind of in the pan. You know. But that's, a lot of times that is something that I tend to do as well. It's like, I need to see it on my skin, and like, I love any green. I love any green eyeshadow. It's like if I could take and like dye my skin a color, it would probably be green. I always thought that that would be kind of cool. You know. Maybe one of these days science will advance to that, so you can make your skin like rainbow colors. That's what we need. Anyways, so, ooh, see how pretty and easily that just went on? There we go. I like that color. I like that color a whole lot. So now I need something smaller. What do we want to use? Need a brush, need a brushy brush. Okay, this is a BH Cosmetics number 10. It's like an angled, but it's more like dense. And we're going to go into the shade Creature Feature. And we're going to apply that on the outer half of the eye. Ooh, that's pretty. And those blend together really nicely. Really nicely. Like that a whole lot. To me, like, I love a green blue eye look. And hopefully y'all can see that. I've done the looks a bunch. They're not identical because one, shadows aren't identical, but see how pretty that is? Really like that. Really like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take, this is the E33 I used yesterday, and I'm gonna go into that shade Predator, which is the darkest blue, and I'm going to give just a little bit more definition to the outer half. See what I'm saying? Very pretty. And I will probably go back and add a little bit more of Creature Feature. I think that at least Predator works well with both Watery Grave and Creature Feature because it kind of, you can pull it either direction. So we're gonna go back in now with Creature Feature just to make sure everything's bright. I like that a lot. And I do think that the color story in this is super unique, but yeah. So now I'm going to take, this is the NYX Glitter Glue. I need a flat brush. What brush do I want to use? Okay, so this is a Noblet N103. Hold on just a second. Yes, sorry, I was interrupted. I already put the glitter glue on this eye because I forgot to start recording again, and now we'll put it on this eye. So just patting that out, and this is a Noblet N103. I think I already said that, but we'll say it again. Clumsy me. Swear to goodness. Okay, so let's wipe that off. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the shade Ancient Evil first, which is that peachy colored shimmer, and we're going to apply that all over the lid, which I think that this is a pretty shimmer. Again, I'm not sure, as I've said before, Lethal does not have my favorite shimmer formula. I mean, they just don't. I don't think that they're bad. I just think that I have some, because of the way that I like shimmers, I like stuff that's super sparkly or super reflective, and all the shades that I have tried from Lethal so far are, well, neither one of those. So, we're just gonna apply that all over the front half of our eye. There we go. And as you can see, it doesn't look bad. It's just, I wish it were a little bit more. So I'm gonna go into Creature Feature and re-intensify. Take and go into Predator. There we go. Very, very pretty. And take the brush that has Body Snatched and just blend over all the edges. Okie dokie. So this is the top of the eyes done. I'm gonna go off camera and do the rest of my face. We'll come back and do the lower lash line. So I'm back and I have the rest of my face on. I used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Deep Bronze. I used the Minted Clay Too Much blush. Pretty. And then for highlight, which I love this highlight, this is the Kristen Lee Shenanigans highlighter. This is like a really flaky formula, so you kind of have to be careful with it. But man, oh man, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's like, just add a little bit more. I love everything about that. But it is messy, so be careful. But I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And then on my lips, I used the Tom Ford Aura Lip Gloss. And then I used the BFF Gel Cream Eyeliner in Electric Daisy. So let's go ahead and finish off this looky look. I am excited. So I'm gonna take the shade Predator that is still on the E55 or E33, why did I say 55, brush, and just apply that a little bit to the outer corners. And then I'm gonna take, let's see, I need something small and dense. Wet brush, wet brush, wet brush. Okay, this is the Huda Beauty. This is the Eyes Sparkle and Shine. So we're gonna go in with this dense brush right here, and we're gonna go into the shade Body Snatch, which is the green. And we're going to apply that pretty much all over the rest of the under eye, because I love green like nobody's business. And I used to not really care for green. Oh, don't you hate when you get like inner corner stuff? Like where mascara wants to, because if you touch your eyeball, I always get mascara in my inner corner. I don't know how y'all are about it, but I do. So I'm gonna take that Lunar Beauty LB1 and go under everything and make sure it's all blended out. But see how beautiful that highlight though? The highlight is everything to me. Like, I can deal with a lot of stuff, but I love a good highlight. I love a good highlight. So I'm gonna take my Creature Feature shade on the BH Cosmetics number 10 brush and just add a little bit of that. There we go. I love how this looks. Okay, now let's do the inner corner. So I need a little brush for this. What brush do I want to use? We'll use this. This is the BK Beauty 204, and we're gonna go to Straight to VHS, which is that yellow shade. Now I am gonna spray this because this was the crumbly shade. So we're gonna apply that to the inner corner. And I'm just kind of tapping it. So I'm really keeping that close to the eye. I think that Straight to VHS is probably one of the prettier shimmers that they have done. Yeah, I think that that is probably the prettiest shimmer that they've done in my opinion. But there we go. Okay, now I'm going to apply a little bit more Creature Feature and blend out the front portion of the eye. But this is the finished second look. I think she's beautiful. And honestly, this is a great palette. The mattes are phenomenal. I love, love, love the mattes. The shimmers are okay. Creature Feature is not Creature Feature, Straight to VHS. This is a beautiful shade. I wonder if I can kind of add a little bit of that over my highlight. Let's see. So I'm just picking up a little bit. Oh yeah, that makes a difference. There we go. Oh, that's got a good glow to it as a highlight. So, Straight to VHS works great as a highlight and an inner corner. If you're gonna use it on your inner corner, I would recommend using a glitter glue or a spray to help it stay into place. The mattes I said are phenomenal. These two shimmers, they're okay. I mean, they're not bad. They don't look bad in the least little bit. It's just, I prefer something a little bit more blingy. But all in all, I think this is a great palette. If you love Teresa's Dead, check it out, try it out. I mean, $37 isn't bad. Now, it was more expensive because I paid the $15.99 express shipping, but they do have cheaper shipping options, and as I said, you can also look at camera ready. But if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below, and if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with some bonus, a lot of bonus content thrown in between. But I guess that's it. We'll see y'all later. Bye.